Hey, what's up? This is UnrivaledSkyrim, and welcome to this Total War Rome 2 battle replay. This was a 2v2 battle, and I was joined by my good friend Soryong. He's from Korea, and he's pretty cool, and we've played some battles, a lot of battles today actually, and we were pretty much unstoppable. But I'm going to go ahead and show our, I think this was our first battle. Yeah, it was. Our two opponents was Jake from Statefarm, he was playing as Rome, and Jerry Pie 25, he was playing as the Spartans. As you can see, I was playing as the Iceni, and Soryong was playing as the Suebi tribe. So let's go ahead and get started. There you can see my initial army right there. I got some Briton javelin men or I got some Briton slingers, some javelin men, some spear warriors, whatever they're called, like the sword masters or whatever they're called. Honestly, I don't know what the units are called for the Iceni. This is the first real time that I've used them online. And actually, I can't remember the person's name. I'm sorry. I tried looking up your comment on one of my videos, but I couldn't find it. I don't know what happened to it. It just seemed to disappear. But I remember that he had wanted me to play as the Iceni in one of my online battles, but long time coming. But this is my Iceni battle, I guess, for a 2v2. So yeah, you can see I got a balanced army opposed to Jake of Jake from State Farms. He's got mainly Praetorians and one he's either an armored legionnaire or Evocati cohort, something like that, and of course is like Legatus or General's bodyguard. So he's going for a very quality Praetorian spam. Let's see how that works out for him. Yeah, here's our initial deployment. Let's go into cinematic.
Sir, eh? None whatsoever! Look at them. Pathetic! Who dares fall to these soft bastards? Kill them all!
Man, my general just calls them soft bastards. That's not very nice. But let's go ahead and take a look at our initial deployment. I got my swords and my chosen spears, spear bands in the center. My Briton slingers and my Briton skirmishers, they're going to be used to pick apart at the infantry. We got some chosen chosen sword warband, excuse me. And I got one unit of ambushers right here. These guys can actually deploy pretty much anywhere on the battlefield except the enemy's deployment zone at the beginning. But I chose just to leave it here. I didn't feel like putting them behind the enemy. But let's take a look at my opponents. Jerry, he brought just a bunch of hoplites and Pierogi spear units, and he is going to support each wing with spearmen for the Roman player for Jake State Farm from State Farm. That's a funny name. But I'm not really worried at this point. As you can see, he's got his Praetorians in Testudo. I guess that's a good way to keep them from taking casualties from my skirmishers. But that's only going to allow me to have enough time to find the weakness of their strategy, of their armies. And right off the bat, they have no skirmishers, so it's going to allow me to be more maneuverable. And they don't have any cavalry. The only cavalry unit they have is this unit of Legatus, which only has 40 units in it, so it's going to be not very effective. But me and Soryong, we're getting ready to engage. Initially, I had wanted to I wanted to attack the flanks of the Spartans, and over here, Jerry has his general in a Royal Spartan unit and is upgraded with 3 gold chevrons, so very much upgraded. Let's see, let's take a look. Yeah, he's got more Spartans upgraded over here. Let's take a look on this side. Yeah, so it's pretty much the same thing. Spartan use on this side. see why I put upgrades on use. But yeah, so they're trying to march forward. They can't skirmish with us, and we can easily outmaneuver them. And that's exactly what I had in mind. Let's go ahead and let's go into some. Oh, excuse me. Went back to my general. So I'm leading with my slingers. There's no way they're going to be able to get caught by their heavy infantry. That's pretty cool. There's like a town in the background. It's actually pretty good. What the heck? The sun is going through the mountain. That's realistic. Looks like an explosion or something happening on the ground over there on the mountain. It's Acura! Oh my god, it's Acura! But yeah. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna try to target the flanks of the Spartans where they are vulnerable. So I'm gonna keep on going left. And Soryong is going to actually send some 2 units of cavalry, a noble rider and a Germanic scout rider. And Jerry is going to respond by trying to reform his men, and he does the smart thing. He's going to move his general away from my skirmishers. Very good move. He did inform us that he was new to the game and that he'd only played maybe a handful of online battles. So very good move on his part. I was going to try my best to shoot his general. For some reason he's got their backs turned to my men. That's very disrespectful. How dare they turn their backs to us? So we're going to make them pay by unleashing our rocks upon them. So I'm getting them to position. I want to maximize the effectiveness of my rocks, my stones, and shoot the unprotected flanks of these men, potentially getting behind them. So that's what I'm doing right now. And I'm actually bringing my general, who's in a chariot unit. These chariots are not as devastating as side chariots. As you can see, they do not have size, and they're very light. And quite frankly, I don't know the effectiveness of this chariot unit. Side chariots, oh, I know their effectiveness firsthand. But anyways, yeah, I'm now commencing the skirmishing. I'm taking some shots at the backs of these Spartans. What are these, a Pierogi? Yeah, it's Pierogi spearmen. Yeah, they're taking a lot of casualties. For some reason, he has his units facing the opposite direction. I don't know if I noticed this in this battle. I have no idea why. I think I did notice it, but it's not at this point. Let's take a look what's going on the left flank. Soryong, I guess he kind of has the same idea, but he's going to try to get some units in his back lines. And Jake from Statefarm, he's going to try to march forward. We do have units in the center. I do have my Britain skirmishers. They will be devastating, throwing their javelins. Let's go ahead and focus on what's going on the left flank. That's where the action's going on right now. So we're taking more shots at these Pierogis. Their numbers are quickly dwindling. So now they're down past 50 and they are wavering. So I'm going to focus fire on the Spartan hoplite now, and now they are taking casualties. Yeah, this Pierogi spearman is just going to rout from the sheer amount of damage that it sustained from my Britain slingers. And it looks like Soryong is attacking the left flank, our left flank, and Jake from Statefarm is pushing forward, and Soryong is going to actually move in his berserkers. These guys have a devastating charge, and he's also moving his cavalry to engage the Roman general, the Legatus, this guy in the tinfoil armor. Little does he know that he's about to get charged from behind. So let's take a cinematic. Let's go into insert action mode. What the heck happened? Oh, for some reason it stopped. But yeah, Soryong got a charge right in the rear of that Legatus, and it will quickly rout. And now he's getting a hammer and anvil strike on these Romans, and now the action has begun. I'm engaging the Spartans on the right flank. My swords will tear up the Spartans, and I'm actually getting another hammer and anvil strike on his general. Let's take some cinematic shots here. Yeah, Spartans are. Good thing about Spartans, you can afford a lot of quality heavy spear infantry, but the problem is that all their other units are pretty pretty subpar, like their cavalry and their missiles, and it leaves them very vulnerable to getting outflanked and surrounded. So as you can see here, the Spartan general is surrounded. He's got swords in the front, and he's got cavalry attacking from the rear. And this flank is pretty much, the right flank is pretty much crumbled. Spartan general is wavering. So let's take a look. The center, we have combined our forces, and let's go ahead and take a look at what these Praetorians are going through. Yeah, I got a flanking charge with my chariot general, but if that was a side chariot, I think those Praetorian guards would have been just crushed. But he's going ahead and he is charging. He's not letting these Praetorians get away. They're quality infantry, but no matter what, if you're surrounded, you're just going to be defeated no matter what, quite honestly. Yeah, these Praetorians, these expensive units are no more. They're routing. There's only one left. And that's pretty much it. The name of the game was we had to chip away at their flanks and hold the Praetorians while we could get a rear charge with our cavalry. But let's take a look. There are a few straggling units of Spartans on the left flank, but let's go ahead and focus on what's going on on our right flank. On our left flank, there's one more contingent of Spartans. Let's go ahead into cinematic. Yeah, these Spartans are pretty much doomed. They're outnumbered. 2/3 of their army has been routed or defeated. So Jerry is going to form them into one last line, and they are going to take one more last stand, as the Spartans should. So he's going to get them into position. And here is our view of the battle. I'm bringing up my skirmishers, and Soryong is bringing up his forces as well. Lots of javelin men. Good thing about the barbaric factions, they can afford a lot of cheap javelin men. Relatively effective too. So they are just unleashing hails of javelins at the backs of these Spartans, and they're just dropping like mad. But they are going to charge forward. Let's go ahead and take a cinematic shot of this. Yeah, they're running forward. And I even charge my ambushers to kind of try to retard the advance of the Spartans, so we can get another hammer and anvil strike. I'm going in with my general. Let's go ahead and get one more up. And boom! Smack right in the back. And that had been a side chariot. All these units will have been diced. Yeah, right now, the Spartans are totally surrounded. Just getting hacked down by cavalry, chariots, and skirmishers. And we're running in our sword units, or spear units, excuse me, and that's how she wrote. Let's go ahead and take a look at the statistics. Me and Soryong got a pretty decent amount of kills. I took a very few casualties. Let's see, my general almost got 400 kills, so maybe that chariot unit is pretty effective. Skirmishers, they did their part, especially my slingers. They did their part by weakening the Spartan left flank, and my swords, they did their part. One of them got almost amassed 200 kills. They got 3 experience chevrons in that battle, so overall very good by my forces. Soryong's, oh man, his berserkers, they just cleaned house. He'd even had to use his Wonaz spears, or his spearmans in general. These are 2 new units, these wolf warriors. I think they're included in the Beast of War DLC. I don't have that DLC. His Cav did alright, and his skirmishers, they did their part. Jake from Statefarm, not enough kills to pay off these Praetorian guards. Only 2 got over 100 kills, and you need to get well over 100 kills to pay off for these units. So he didn't make effective use of his expensive heavy infantry. Jerry Pie, he didn't. He tried his best to hold his flanks, but without skirmishers or cavalry, he could not protect the rear of his troops, and they're eventually surrounded from all sides in both flanks. So very good battle for my opponents. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and see you guys later. Peace.